Throughout history, women have been often relegated to the shadows, their ambitions and desires ignored and dismissed. But in the world of Narcos, gender becomes irrelevant. It is a place where strength, cunning, and a willingness to do whatever it takes to succeed reign supreme. And there have been a few female narcos who have made their mark on this male-dominated world. Welcome to Crime Site. Today, we will take a journey into the lives of some of the most dangerous female narcos in history. Join us as we delve into the dark, philosophical depths of these cold-hearted women. Number 1. Edith Lopez. Edith Lopez was the reigning queen of the South, known for her ruthless rule in the world of narcos. Lopez rose to power as the wife of notorious drug lord, the Cowboy. But after his arrest, she was quick to take the reins and establish a dominant network of dealers in the small state of Querétaro. But her reign was short-lived, as a dedicated unit tirelessly worked to gather evidence against her. In 2008, their hard work paid off, and the queen was finally taken down in a sting operation during a suspicious drug sale. The capture of the queen marked the end of an era in the dangerous world of female narcos. Number 2. Mirea Moreno Carrion, a trailblazer in the dangerous world of the Zetas cartel. Dubbed La Flaca due to her skinny frame, Carrion rose to the top of the Monterrey drug scene, making her the first woman to lead the notorious cartel. She took control of the territory after the capture of the previous leader, Raul Garcia Rodriguez, and ran the drug trafficking operations in San Nicolas de los Garza. However, her reign was short-lived, as she was taken down in a stolen vehicle with cocaine and marijuana in her possession during an undercover operation. The streets of Monterrey were a war zone, with the Zetas fighting against 3 other rival groups for control. Nevertheless, Carrion proved that even women can climb the ranks and become leaders in the brutal world of the drug cartels. Next up, we have Avila, the most dangerous narcos on this list. But before we begin, hit that subscribe button because we release new crime videos every week to enrich your knowledge. You don't want to miss out. Number 3. Sandra Avila Beltran, a trailblazer in the male-dominated world of Mexican drug cartels. Sandra Avila Beltran proved that women were just as capable of wielding power and influence. Dubbed the Queen of the Pacific, she served as a vital connection between the notorious Sinaloa cartel and Colombia's Norte del Valle group. With a dangerous allure, Beltran married not 1, but 2 corrupt police officers who were drawn to her wealth and influence, only to see both of them meet their demise under mysterious circumstances. However, her luck ran out when her teenage son was kidnapped and a hefty ransom was demanded, leading her to turn to the authorities, setting off an investigation that would ultimately result in her arrest in 2007. Despite her time behind bars, the queen has managed to live life to the fullest, even receiving Botox treatments while in prison. Number 4. Blanca Casarez Salazar. Known as the Empress, Blanca Casarez Salazar rose to power in the criminal underworld as a savvy money launderer for the notorious Sinaloa cartel, led by the infamous El Chapo Joaquin Guzman. Her cunning financial skills saw her quickly rise through the ranks and take control of all financial operations for the cartel. With over 42 subsidiary companies at her disposal, she has managed to keep her illicit wealth hidden from authorities. But she seemed to have vanished for a time after her life took a major hit in May 2008, just 2 months after her husband's arrest for money laundering. Tragically, her son Arturo was murdered alongside the son of notorious drug lord El Chapo, Edgar Guzman. This event brought together members of the drug trade in shared grief. However, Blanca's current whereabouts are unknown, and it's unclear if she's ever been sought after by the Mexican authorities for her alleged involvement in money laundering and organized crime. Number 5. Thelma Wright. The death of a kingpin often leads to chaos, but not for Thelma Wright. After her husband, Jackie Wright, the mastermind behind the notorious Black Mafia, was murdered, she fearlessly took the reins and secured her husband's legacy. With her extensive knowledge of the inner workings of the drug trade, Thelma solidified the Black Mafia's reign over the illegal narcotics market, even branching out to Los Angeles. However, as a mother, Thelma eventually decided to turn her back on the dangerous life of a drug lord to ensure a brighter future for her son, Jaquim. This rare move away from a life of crime solidified Thelma's place as a unique figure in the history of organized crime. Number 6. Maria Jimenez. Meet La Tosca, the feared cartel assassin who struck terror in the hearts of Mexico. Maria Guadalupe Jimenez Lopez worked as an enforcer for the notorious Zetas, commanding a hit squad that carried out numerous killings across northern Mexico. Despite earning only a measly $1,700 a month, Jimenez fearlessly took out anyone who posed a threat to the Zetas, including journalists, law enforcement officials, and members of rival cartels. But her reign of terror came to an end in 2012, when she was finally caught and later admitted to being involved in 20 brutal murders. Talk about being a relentless killer. Number 7. Griselda Blanco. The Black Widow. Griselda Blanco is a name that still sends shivers down the spines of those who were caught up in the Miami drug scene in the early 1980s. With a reputation as the most infamous female drug lord of all time, this Colombian criminal rose to power through a life of violence and intimidation. As a child, Griselda showed her ruthless side by kidnapping a child for ransom. She eventually immigrated to the United States, settling in Florida and building an empire that brought tons of cocaine into the country. With an estimated monthly income of over $8 million, she used her vast resources to employ a massive network of thugs and is believed to have been behind more than 200 murders. Despite her arrest in 1985, the Black Widow continued to run her operations from behind bars, and after a decade in jail, she was deported back to Colombia, although she has only been seen once since. It is widely speculated that she still wields power in the dangerous world of drug trafficking to this day. Number 8. Edina Felix. Stepping up as the head of the powerful Arellano Felix cartel, Edina Felix was the brains behind the operation even before she assumed the mantle of leadership. With the death of her brother Ramon and the arrest of another, Eduardo, she had to prove her worth as the new face of the cartel, controlling the lucrative drug trafficking routes through Tijuana. A true matriarch of crime, the DEA suggests that she played a key role in guiding her brothers to maximize their illegal profits, solidifying her position as the mastermind behind the throne. We know a girl boss when we see one. Number 9. Angie Clemente Valencia. From beauty queen to notorious cartel leader, Angie Clemente Valencia's journey was one of determination and cunning plotting. Despite a brief stint as the Reinado Nacional del Café pageant winner, she was soon disqualified and turned to the criminal underworld. Believed to have been introduced to the drug trade through a relationship with a Mexican cartel kingpin, she certainly left her mark. But when the romance ended, Valencia took what she had learned and started her own operation, using her stunning recruits as drug mules to smuggle cocaine from Argentina to England. However, her empire came crashing down in 2010 when one of her models was caught and exposed Valencia's operation, leading to her arrest and bringing an end to her reign in the dangerous world of female narcos. Number 10. Kath Pettingill. In the criminal underworld of Melbourne, Australia, there was one name that struck fear into the hearts of all who crossed her path: Granny Evil, also known as Kath Pettingill. This notorious drug lord ran a vast crime empire that included control of Melbourne's illicit drug trade, arms smuggling, and prostitution. But the true terror lay in her family, as every single one of her children followed in her criminal footsteps, with some even committing the murder of 2 police officers. With a reputation for being as ruthless as she was cunning, Kath Pettingill even boasts a glass eye, a result of a gunshot wound to the face while trying to pay off her son's debts. In the world of crime, Granny Evil is a name that will never be forgotten. Through their determination and fearlessness, these female narcos have left a lasting impact on the criminal underworld. Their stories serve as a testament to the fact that, in a world dominated by men, women too can rise to the top and make their mark. So, which of these narcos women do you think deserve to sit on top of the empire? Comment down below. Subscribe to our channel and click the video on the right for more amazing crime content.